Hi, it's Mine Crypto here. I hope we're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.
Well, hello guys, it's Mine Crypto here, and today we're talking about NXRA NXRA Allianceblock. And before I start, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Now, I've got a lot of people watching these videos that do not subscribe. You'd be doing me a massive favor if you just do that little thing. It takes you just a second or two to do it. Anyhow, so I've been off for I've been off for a week or so, doing real life stuff. You know, I had a few presentations to do because I do a lot of corporate coaching, motivation, and all the rest of it, working on that one asset, which is you. So there you go. So today, just seen this lovely write-up from Cointelegraph. Killer use case. Citi says trillions in assets could be tokenized by 2030. The bank predicts the private equity market to become the most tokenized asset class because it's more liquid and can be fractionalized. Now, we know Allianceblock, this is their bag. TradeFi, bridging to DeFi, and they want to tokenize even illiquid assets as well as liquid assets. To me, this was a great write-up because it's talking about the future of Allianceblock. Now, I know other people have associated with other coins, but the niche here is so directed at Allianceblock and NXRA, especially with regards to everything that they're doing at the moment, even their connection with ABO, which we'll talk about in a moment. So investment bank Citi is betting on blockchain-based tokenization of real-world assets to become the next killer use case in crypto, with the firm forecasting the market to reach $4 trillion to $5 trillion by 2030. Now, realistically, I think it's going to be before that. I think they're doing so much in the background that we don't know about, and this is just awesome. This would mark an 80-fold increase from the current value of real-world assets locked on blockchain. Citi explained in its Money, Tokens and Games March report. We forecast 4 to 5 trillion in tokenized digital securities and 1 trillion DLT-based trade finance volumes by 2030. Now that is massive. Now, I already said I think NXRA is going to be priced at around between $10 to $15. That's around about a 20 billion market cap. It could be bigger than that if they could grab a market share of some of this. Got open channels with MiCA and regulation. They are situated in Europe. They are situated bang where they should be. Lots going on. Love the CEO. I think that working so hard to keep things going in the right direction. Remember, they don't do a huge amount of marketing, but that's not important right now. Hard work during a bear market is way better. So as you can see, 187 trillion in non-financial corporate and quasi-sovereign debt, 20 trillion in real estate funds. And I did a video about real estate and how that can be tokenized, because essentially people can then invest small amounts of money in real estate. You know, they might be able to buy 5,000 of a piece of real estate, and then that will be tokenized, fractionalized effectively. And then we've got 7 trillion in private equity and venture capital, 42 trillion in securities financing and collateral, and we've got 12 trillion trade finance. Now that's a big amount, a chunk of money there, that even if Allianceblock saw a percentage of that, a small percentage, it will throw the coin value up hugely, absolutely astronomically, bringing the value up and the market cap. Research suggests that private equity and venture capital funds will become the most tokenized asset class, capturing 10% of the total addressable market, with real estate coming in next at 7.5%. Private equity markets will likely see faster adoption rates because of their favorable liquidity, transparency and fractionalization properties, the bank said. KKR, Apollo and Hamilton Lane are 3 private equity firms that have already set up tokenized versions of their funds on platforms like Securitize, Provenance Blockchain and ADDX. And Citi said that blockchain tokenization would supersede legacy financial infrastructure because it's technologically superior and it provides more investment opportunities in private markets. Traditional finance assets are not broken but suboptimal as they are limited by traditional systems and processes. It said certain financial assets, such as fixed income, private equity, and other alternatives, have been relatively constrained, while other markets, such as public equities, are more efficient. Citi argues that blockchain tokenization negates the need for expensive reconciliation, prevents settlement failures, and makes tedious operations ever more efficient. So what DLT tokenization offer is an entirely new tech stack that lets all stakeholders do all activities on the same shared infrastructure as one golden source of data. No more expensive reconciliation, settlement failures waiting for fax documents or originals to follow by post, or investment choices being restricted by operational difficulty in access. And next, if we move over to Allianceblock, what we see in this graphic here is TradeFi capital that Allianceblock wants to create networks with. So we got private banks, investment banks, wealth managers, asset managers, stock exchange. And we know that they're linked with the London Stock Exchange, sovereign funds, mutual funds, pension funds, and credit unions. And you can see that all links into Allianceblock's protocol. And we can see the legal compliance there and the DeFi factors. So that's really, really important. And we know that Allianceblock's been working tirelessly to try and link this network up and get everything flowing perfectly. And we know with regards to regulation why that's so important for, traditional corporations to get involved in DeFi. Everything has to be tip top. So anyway, I believe that we're looking at a great future for Allianceblock. And remember, none of this is financial advice. You've always got to do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you the information and my own personal opinion of what I think where we are going within the future. But I do believe it will be before 2030. I think we are moving so fast, exponentially closer to what Cointelegraph have been talking about through Citigroup and their report. So I just pulled up an old article via Yahoo, and Allianceblock and ABO Digital partners to offer alternative structured finance in crypto projects. And this is that almost links in to that factor of what they were talking about in tokenization. Now, this is how far Allianceblock is ahead. They're already doing partnerships. Allianceblock, the company building seamless gateways between TradeFi and DeFi through its decentralized and trustless infrastructure, announced today it's partnering with ABO Digital, the private digital asset investment arm of Alpha Blue Ocean, to offer tokenized structured products for institutions and crypto projects and institutions seeking alternative forms of financing. Through its first-of-a-kind partnership with ABO Digital, Allianceblock will leverage its decentralized and trustless blockchain infrastructure and the NXRA protocol to tokenize traditional financial instruments and the option to wrap them in traditional actively managed certificates, AMCs. For capital providers that do not want to hold digital assets, the partnership is another key milestone for Allianceblock in its mission to build seamless gateways between the traditional finance, TradeFi, and DeFi, decentralized finance. ABO Digital was created to offer a variety of structured financial products to the digital asset market, including convertible bonds, debt issuance, and warrant/options, providing the capital startups need to grow their customer and revenue base. ABO Digital will also explore providing alternative financial investments to institutions through tokenization. So this is already a partnership that Allianceblock already has. So Allianceblock and ABO Digital structured products will provide crypto projects with an alternative to traditional funding options, such as issuing tokens to market makers and venture capitalists via simple agreement for future tokens SAFT, helping them to access additional liquidity from institutional capital providers with full compliance. We know full compliance is really, really important with regulation, and we know that Allianceblock working towards complete regulation with regards to MiCA regulations. Now, this bit I found quite interesting. because then it refers to what we were talking about earlier with regards to Citigroup. ABO Digital and Allianceblock will further bridge the gap between the crypto community and traditional financial markets by offering large crypto funds, private equity firms, and other market participants the ability to provide capital in tokenized forms of traditional financial instruments, including shares, options, bonds, tokenized funds, and tokenized AMCs. Tokenization will help these novel instruments to reach new classes of investors across both worlds, therefore increasing market liquidity. Now, if you're not excited about this, then I don't know what's going on. I am so excited about Allianceblock. I believe they're a sleeping giant. They've got loads of connections, one with Quant, and we know Quant is going to be the overledger. I love Quant too, hence some of the videos that I've done on it. I just believe Allianceblock is within that next market that's going to be driven. Now, if we look at the history of digital currency, we see Bitcoin sort of old technology, where it's like the infancy, the foundation of digital currency and blockchains and everything else. Now we're moving very, very fast forward, and now it's the time for those particular blockchains, ledgers, that are moving into that child stage, which is where we see the CBDCs and some regulation within the market. And what these particular blockchains are doing, these ledgers, they're providing the utility that will bring value to these particular blockchains. And I believe we're heading towards that. And tokenization is definitely the next step. But that's obviously coming with regards to regulation. Regulation needs to be in place before this can really be rolled out. And hence, I think this Citigroup are saying 2030. But I think it's going to come way quicker than that. Because once they find the right recipe for regulation, I think the institutions, the traditional institutions will jump on board. This is why I believe Allianceblock has a massive future, and at the moment value is so cheap. What are we looking at? 5 to 6 cents. And as I said before, I believe it's going to absolutely go parabolic at some point, and I do believe that Allianceblock will pick up a percentage of this market. I know that other people are attaching it to other coins, whether it be XRP or anything else. I believe Allianceblock, this is their niche, this is what they do. Anyhow, guys, just a quick bit of information for you. Please hit that notification bell. Please subscribe. Help me out, and share these videos so other people can see the information so that they can get lucky with what we're already lucky with. So all the best, and I'll catch you later.
Remember, this isn't financial advice. Always do your own research.